Specialist here with you today. Today I want to go over just the typical splicing with a fusion splicer. So today I have set up a little mock splice. This is a cassette for an outside splice case and a manhole tip. Some things that we'll need today: fusion splicer, stripper, high precision cleaver, alcohol wipes for cleaning the fiber, and good old trusty vinyl tape or electrical tape. And last but not least, we will be needing splice sleeves to protect your splice. So we've got everything set up here. We've got the fusion splicer. Fusion splicer I'm using today is a Fujikura 12S. There are many on the market that you can use, but today I'm using this one. It's pretty nice. It's clean, simple, lightweight. You can use different kinds of, you can do fuse connects, which we'll get to at a later date. So first things first, we need to set up the fusion splicer to splice. Today I have single mode fiber. We have two buffer tubes, a blue and an orange. Each have 12 strands of fiber inside. So since we're splicing single mode, we need to make sure that the Fujikura is set up for single mode. So we're going to power on. So we're already set up, but I'm going to go through the motions. So we'll go into settings. We're going to go to select splice mode. We're going to go to single mode since we're splicing single mode. Hit enter. And check that we're in single mode auto. Again, there's different size splice sleeves, 40s, 60s, so forth and so on. Today we are using the 60s, so we need to make sure that our heater is set up for 60. Heater mode, 60 millimeter, enter. So you can see the different, there's 40s, 50s, 20s, so forth and so on. But today we are using the 60s, so bam. Now we're set up to splice single mode fiber using 60 millimeter splice sleeves in the heater. So the next thing, we've got our two buffer tubes. We'll need to measure the length of each one and cut. So we've got the blue. I'm going to dress this around here to get my measurement as so. Oh, getting ahead of myself. Go ahead. So first I want to open this up so we can get to the access to the bare fiber inside. So I'm going to leave a little bit here. I go up 1 to 2 inches. And so what I did, use the strippers, which has a mark for outside buffer. I'll make a little incision and pull apart. That opens us up to get access to our bare fiber. So now we have our bare fiber. We can address inside of here to get our measurement for splicing. So we're gonna take all 12 around. And my target is this 12 pack at the beginning. So I'm going to cut in the middle, that way it allows access for the top and the bottom position wise. So I've got my mark, I'm going to pull this out. And I still have my mark here, so I'm going to cut. So that's our first side. So the side I'm splicing to, it will be in the orange buffer 2. We're going to do the same. So using strippers, just make a little incision and got our 12 fibers inside of here. Bare fibers: blue, orange, green, brown, slate, white, red, black, yellow, violet, rose, aqua, we'll do the same. Make my mark, and this is where I will cut. Trusty snips. I left these off the list of tools needed. So now we have 12. So also another thing I like to do is to keep the fibers organized and from shuffling around the table, I put a little piece of vinyl tape, electrical tape here. This we can stick the fibers to, keeps them stationary. So the next thing we need to do is put splice sleeves on each one of these, because after we splice, we need to put these on and heat them up to protect the splice. So I usually go in order here. This is blue, be 1. Next one is orange, 2. Green, 3. Brown, 4. feed the fiber through the strand. Black 8. Yellow. Violet. 10. Rose. Strand number 11. Aqua. Strand number 12. That makes up your basic 12 strand fiber color code. So now we have everything measured out. We need the strippers, and we need to strip the cladding off the fiber as so. So usually I go 1.5 inches. What we really want is to strip our measurement from here that we took. We'll put it where you can see it. So we want to strip the distance between these two holders for your heat shrink. So from this side to this side, usually it's about 1.5 inches. Works good. As you can see, I removed the cladding. It's sort of hard to see since it's so small, but it's there. Oh, so it happens. That's just your bare glass after we strip the colored cladding off. Do the other side, so we'll do a little quicker. got everything stripped to bare fiber, now we can begin splicing. So, like I said before, first is, number one is blue. So we're going to take the blue strand. We will use alcohol wipes. What we want to do is clean the bare glass. So we just want to remove any debris that may be on there. And we're going to use the one-step cleaver, high precision cleaver. I'm going to set this to 16 millimeter. In here, secure it, and we just push one step down, brings the razor blade to cleave. This pulls the cut end into this tray here, which we have a bunch of shards of glass. But after that's done, we'll remove this blue strand and we'll put in the fusion splicer. So we've got one side, and now we're going to come around to the other side that we're splicing to, blue buffer. Take out the blue strand. We're going to take our wet wipe, clean the glass, and again, push up on it. So now we are ready to splice. We've got both sides inserted into the fusion splicer. Hopefully you can see. There's not too much glare. Just back a little. We're gonna hit set. So you can see it arcs, cleans off dust, checks, aligns, and fuses. Now it's given an estimated loss. This is a very good splice. It's telling us we have 0 loss, which that's not really true, because once we go to test it, we're going to have some kind of loss. But it's a very good splice. So now we will open our heater. This is our heater for the splice. Heat shrink, which will protect the splice. Going to pull our fiber out. It does a little strength test to make sure we've got a good splice. And we will heat. So now this is going to heat the heat shrink up, and it'll tighten around the cable to make a secure splice. So then we'll go on to our orange. So we need to do the same thing. We need to clean the bare glass, if you can see. We're going to take our one step, insert it as such, and cleave. So now let's cleave our fiber. This one is ready to go inside to be spliced. First I'm going to pull this one out so you can view. So now this is a completed splice. It's tight on the thing, it helps protect it so it can't bend or break. And we'll go through again. So we've got our spare fiber. This one's been cleaved to the correct length. We're going to place it inside. So you can see that. Maybe get an up close view of inside the fusion splicer. And we're going to come over the other side and find the orange. So we need to clean. And insert. So this is what it looks like inside when both are got. And we'll close this and we're going to set. Oh, fiber's too long. So I have my fibers are past the electrode, so I need to pull them back. Otherwise we won't get a splice. So pull it back a little bit. Let's see, so now it's going. So my fibers were past the electrode, so the motor was overrun during alignment. So I just moved them back a little bit and went through. So now we've got a little different loss. Still good. You still, anything up to 0.03 I'll let pass. Usually that's what standard says. So this is a 0.01. We're still good. Completed splice. So we'll pull our heat shrink up again. Take it out, open our heater. Up. So as you can see, these heat shrinks, before they're heated up in the heater, they just slide up and down the fiber. Once we heat them up, the reason they call it heat shrink is they shrink up around the fiber, the bare fiber, and then that protects our splice, so it adds the coating, protective coating to the splice. The other purpose it holds allows us to secure the splice inside of the tray. As you see here, these holders, you can see the first strand I just placed inside, so it holds it secure. If you move the tray, it doesn't move. Your splice is nice and secure. Second strand orange is now heated up. As you can see, this no longer slides up and down, and our splice is in the middle here with the heat shrink, and it would fit nicely inside the secure housing of the splice tray. As such. So guys, again, thanks for watching my video. We just went over a quick demonstration on fusion splicing. I don't want to do all 12 and bore you to death, because it's just repeat steps 1 through 5 over and over again until you complete your fiber. So if you have any questions, please comment. And again, please share my videos and like my page. Out.